One thing I often help my new clients with is putting together a bank of evergreen content. And this is so important for so many reasons, but I thought, you know what? I'm actually going to show you. Now, on the long form content side, this usually looks like me helping them put together a YouTube channel, a video podcast, setting up a weekly live show, and getting the episodes out there, which is definitely something I can help you do individually. But the hard part is when you're in the beginning or towards the beginning, or maybe in the beginning of that messy middle stage where you're making some sales and you know enough to get started, but you're still time strapped and you really can't afford to hire someone one-on-one yet. That is why I made the Evergreen content engine. So we can get your bank of evergreen content up there and have you start repurposing and reusing and remixing and reposting what's already performed well. However, we don't even have enough data to know what's performed well because we don't have enough content up there yet, right? Now, if you already have some content or you've been in this grind of posting every single day or every single week or 5 times a day, whatever it is, whether it's long form content or short form content, you might be doing more work than you actually need to be doing. And if you haven't been posting anything, then we don't have any data to draw from. So we need to have a bank of content, but it needs to be the right content. It needs to be videos that are constantly being found in search. Remember that YouTube, for example, is a search engine. And honestly, all of these social media platforms, Google and ChatGPT, are even indexing them. So we want to leverage every single touch point we have with our potential customers and clients. So I thought, why not show you what this actually looks like in practice? I have been building a YouTube channel over the past 6 months, and I've had some pretty amazing things happen. Just in the past week, I sold a $497 course right off of video. It is going contradictory to everything we've learned about content marketing and social media marketing and audience building, where you have to draw people to your content and then you have them opt into a freebie and then you have them go down this long email sales sequence. Why not have them buy right there on the piece of content if possible? And that's even easier for you if you're selling resources that are $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, maybe a bundle for $20, $30, $50, or $100. That price point is lower. So I think you have even more of an opportunity to get in front of the people who need it most. And since your audience is likely teachers, you have a bigger audience to draw from. So I think you could totally blow my results out of the water. But I'm also building up a TPT seller YouTube channel so I can show you in a few months what that's going to look like. And the people who come through my Evergreen content engine are actually going to see that process firsthand. So you get that behind the scenes look, but also you're going to leave with a bank of at least 12 videos. If you already have your 12 Evergreen videos, you're going to build a whole Evergreen content system, okay? But enough of that. Let me actually show you what this looks like in practice. This is a project channel that I started about 6 months ago, and I'm very pleasantly surprised that I have about 1,300 subscribers to the channel. That number is growing every day, between 20 to 100 new subscribers now. It's a really cool hockey stick thing that's happening, but that is just one part. I think we often fall into the trap of focusing on email subscriber list counts, how many people are following us on Instagram, how many people are subscribed on YouTube, how many TPT store followers we have, or even how many products we have listed, how many videos we have up. Those are great metrics to look at and they can be helpful, but we have to think about the world of the internet and content being completely different now. It's decentralized around being a person or an account who's followed. We're having people who are going into platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Google, ChatGPT, and they're looking for answers to their problems and they want to solve them immediately. Those are the people we want to speak to. Those are the people we want to help. If they have a problem and we have a product or a service or a solution that can solve it, why not give it to them right in the video? We're going to get their email address, we're going to get their contact information, and of course we want to follow up with them personally, but if they're ready to make a purchase right then, why not let them? And if we think about buyer psychology and the customer journey, when someone is searching for something immediately, when someone is looking for a solution, when they're first finding out about you, especially after binging several videos or watching a 10, 20, 30 minute, maybe even an hour long video, that is when they're most ready to buy because they're like, yes, I trust this girl. She's got this thing I need. I'm ready to buy. That's exactly what happened here. And I want to show you how this happened. Now, 1,300 subscribers over 6 or so months, that may not impress you, but I want to show you what I think is really cool. I've been doing this process of creating rankable videos, and that just means creating videos that rank for certain keyword search terms. And so they are coming up now as the #1 option in search for the term. This does require a lot of customer knowledge. You need to know the problems and you need to know them in the way that they would describe it, which is just really copywriting and marketing at the end of the day. But check this out, this video. And by the way, this is for people who either just became travel agents or they're thinking about becoming travel agents. I'm trying to reach them at that decision point, right? So different niche, but just hang with me. This formula, this title is something you could use. 10 things I wish I knew before I blank. 10 things I wish I knew before I became a teacher. 10 things I wish I knew before I started teaching 3rd grade. 10 things I wish I knew before teaching equivalent fractions. 10 things I wish I knew before using math manipulatives. You see what I'm saying is like you can take these formulas that work and make them work for you because you're just creating rankable content. And in the Evergreen content engine, we're going to help you put together a bank of evergreen videos like this. And I'm going to show you how you get in front of these people because look, this one, 3,500 views. This video is popping off over 100 times the normal amount of views, 10,000 views. This was one of my first videos I uploaded. It says how to get clients as a travel agent with no experience, because that is one of the objections I get, right? If I have no experience, how can I get clients? Okay, well think about that for your people. How to get my students to stop interrupting me without using attention getters. That's interesting, right? How are you going to get them to be quiet if you're not using attention getters? How to get my students to stop fighting without taking away recess, without punishing them. You can start to see all of these formulas, but even if you can't, even if you don't have that skill developed yet, I'm going to teach you how, and 2, I'm going to show you the tools to use in case you don't have time to develop that skill, okay? I'm so excited for you. So once you have like even 12 of these, I have not been consistently creating content for this channel, but just from uploading, let's see, this has 53 videos, but at least 25 of these are just shorts. So that means about 25 long videos, and this is the kind of growth I'm having passively in quotes. I want this for you too. This is why you need to join the Evergreen content engine. Come with me. I'm going to help you set up your Evergreen bank of videos. You can find the link down in the description if you found this on YouTube. And while you're here, if you liked this video, if this was helpful, hit like and then subscribe. If you're watching this in my email, I probably sent you a special offer or promo, so make sure you read the email and take advantage of that. And if you came across this video and you're not on my email list yet, you'll want to get on that. In the video description, I'll have something for that too. Okay, talk soon.